Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nirmal Bank. I'm Neera Dadia. We have with us Ria Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Ria, very good morning. My first question coming to you is with regards to the sharp slippage that's happening on the dollar index. What's the sense that you pick up on that front, and are you expecting this kind of weakness to continue?
Yes, good morning, everyone. So let's talk about if you look at the US, they are currently expecting a to double down its fiscal measures in the coming days, with also the backing of Federal Reserve, who is continuing its aggressive monetary policy easing, thus resulting onto the risk cloud on the dollar, you know and there is a potential of losing the confidence in the greenback because of it. The mounting US government debt is adding on to this pressure on the greenback. Furthermore, US Congress is considering a fresh round of relief to support the US economy, which will cost around 1 trillion US dollars on top of the 2 trillion package that have already been announced previously at the start of the year. So if you look at the other side of the coin, the companies have become highly vulnerable, globally through and though US Federal Reserve have aggressively started easing off, into the in order to curb the economic fallout, but it will still create an environment where companies will have to adopt the new policies due to this pandemic situation. So now, if you look, the questions that arises is, uh, will the decline in the dollar continue? So the dollar index, that the fall that we are seeing is probably because of these reasons. There is a fresh round of monetary easing that will happen. Package is there into the talks, and the bill will be passed soon on that too. So this will definitely put in some money into the US economy, but obviously the risk is averted. There is some confidence that is lost on the dollar index. And also, if you look at the furthermore, the question that I've said will be, realized will there is an expectation that there will be decline that will come in, but will the decline be due to the bettering aspect, or there is some another crisis there is, that is awaiting amid the chaos? Because furthermore, if you have seen, there is we have seen a quite a slippage towards 94.33. That is the steepest slippage that we have seen into the dollar so far. So I think it is a bit of a concern going forward. And will the slippage continue? I think it will continue for the coming days. I think there is a possibility of dollar index going further towards 94 also.
Right. So if we see the dollar index going towards 94, Ria, what's the sense that you pick up with regards to the Indian rupee then?
Indian rupee is actually in a very range bound situation right now. Possibly because we have a good rising foreign reserve that is happening. We are at an all time high of 5.17 billion right now, and the FII inflows have been quite healthy. So this is keeping the rupee in a narrow range of 75.8 to 74. I think, and this range will be followed for the this month expiry, as well as I think for the next month as well. The fall in the dollar index has also aided into the rupee appreciation. So, and if you look at the overall situation, world is, I think, currently more focused on the progress with the vaccine than, then to say it is neglecting the issue with the US China. tensions that is going on right now. They are more focused on the vaccine front, and we are seeing the same, the slipping crude oil index, good FII inflows, and a good domestic equity front as well. So I think going forward, rupee will be in a constrained zone of 75, 80, 74, and definitely above 75 will be a bullish momentum that can come forth.
Right. And with this, if you see with what's happening to the euro European pair as well, that positive momentum has continued right now. What's
Yes.
the sense that you pick up on that front? Do you expect the positivity to continue? And what could be the levels we should be watching out for?
See, if you look at the euro dollar, the euro dollar, the strength that we are seeing is almost 3.6%. When I released the report, we were expecting a level of 1.15. Uh, and even at that time, it was trading pretty low from those levels. But now, if you look at the yesterday session, it has reached to 1.17, which is a commendable strength that we are seeing into the euro rally. The current momentum in the euro has put a different aspect of the currency, in front of the market. Thus, there's also a question posing around: will euro be a next safe haven? But that is a long question coming into the run. Though the euro currency is by far the most widely used currency. But if you look at the development in the past, the global role of the greenback is being getting complicated with the America's engagement with China and other geopolitical matters. Because if you look at the euro pair, the euro dollar has a great role playing a great role like playing into the euro momentum as well. So this US dollar hedge, there has been uh, some risk pertaining with the US dollar hedge money, as people will lose faith going forward if this type of complications if this continue. So we can see that we also can see that the euro dollar is US dollar is being openly printed to fund the state spending. Now we have talked while stating the issue with the dollar index, um, why it has fallen so far. Because one of the reasons is also this, that the US is being openly printing the money in order to fund the state spending. And currently, the biggest pressure on the dollar is the debt, the government debt that is there. It is at the highest for the country. Thus, in near future, the remaining the US dollar center economy will be the question that everyone will be faced with. So I think the shift in the sentiment is what is resulting into strengthening of the euro so far, and I think it will continue as long as there is no turnaround from this dollar index. I think the strength in the euro will continue.
Right. So with this, Ria, what would be the technical strategies that you would recommend?
I think if you look at the USD INR, we are seeing quite a strong support at 74.50 so far, and I will recommend that we can definitely buy into from the lower dips into the rupee, as long as it is supporting the 74.50, and a bounce back is obviously definitely we can see it from here. It has not just bounced back from past three sessions, but if you look at the last bullish momentum leg, it is supporting that level as well. So I think for if there is a weak momentum that happens and supports 70, we can definitely go buy on dips on the rupee. So go for a buy on dips towards 75. The target that you can keep is 75, 75.15, and keep a support at 74.50 for the coming session in the USD INR. Um, the next strategy that I will recommend is going long on the Euro INR, of course. Buy on dips. This is also buy on dips. Don't go for a buy on highs because probably in the opening we may see some profit taking that can happen. So buy on dips, and for the coming session, I think uh, there is a probability that the Euro INR may test 88.56 for the coming session. So buy on dips for the target of 88 first and then 88.56. I will recommend everyone whoever is going long into any of the pairs is go for a short period of long. I means segregate your positions rather than going for a long term position. Like I have said, in Euro INR, there is a probability that it may test 88.56, but don't hold the position for, like, if you're taking a position right now, don't just hold it for 88.56 so far. Do a segregation because the market is quite volatile as we are witnessing right now, and a small profit taking will be a viable and prudent way to go.
Yes, so buy on dips is the strategy that you would be recommending right now as well. But thank you so much, Ria. Thank you so much for joining in, and thank you, participants, as well.